Hey there, everybody. So today I want to make a small but I think important critique of something that Minuteman said in his last video that really rubbed me the wrong way. Now, don't get me wrong. I love his channel. He's a really entertaining guy, and I feel like this was something that was just caught up in a bit, and he was just trying to be funny. But it does reveal a lot about how how we tend to talk about, people who are, mentally ill, right? And it was genuinely kind of jarring when I heard it, because it was just like, wait, it doesn't work that way. So I'll play the clip that was something that I had a bit of a problem with.
I also have a couple personal examples in my life of witnessing AI psychosis firsthand, and I happen to know that AI loves the word resonance. There is no word on the planet that can make neo-spiritual, narcissistic white people cream their pants quite like the word resonance. Like, yes, my resonance field is truly in line with the harmonic vibrational aura of the universe. I can tell you with confidence that it isn't, and I can also tell you that whatever you just bought was absolutely laced with something. That's a cool word salad, bro, but you ain't getting the kids back.
Alright, so just to, make my point clear, right? I don't hate Minuteman for saying these things. I don't think that he's, a problematic individual. And I think that he is reflecting something that does exist with, these conspiracy people. But I think that something really needs to be stressed. It's not psychosis. It's not mental illness. It's not like these people are being crazy. I'll be honest with you, most of the people that I've ever met that believe in this kind of bullshit are nothing like a schizophrenic, right? It happens, don't get me wrong, but most people that I've met that believe in these things are not schizophrenic, they're not psychotic, and most of the people who I've met that are psychotic do not necessarily believe in these things. It's actually, in my experience, it's a lot more frequent to have, religious imagery, such as angels or demons, if any at all. Sometimes it's just, abstract mathematics or inexplicable, right? I don't appreciate how he compares it to a drug trip. I think that these conspiracy people, they certainly do lots of drugs. I'm familiar with that. But as somebody who's taken some of those drugs and somebody who's also experienced very extreme psychosis, they are nothing alike, right? The difference between the two is that with drugs, you have a choice to take them, ultimately. And hallucinogenics generally are not addictive, so that's not really part of the equation. When you take acid or shrooms or ayahuasca or whatever, you're making a conscious choice to cause that state. When you're schizophrenic, you don't make that choice. You don't have that choice. It's something that occurs over literal years that nobody really notices until it's way too late, right? And it doesn't end. That's the really scary part. When it gets really bad, it just keeps going and going and going. That's why you need an intervention, basically, because it's not because they're saying things that are wrong or irrational or not backed by science or evidence. It's because they are literally unable to get themselves out of that state to help themselves. And the longer that it goes on for, the more damage it can do in the long run. Negative symptoms are no joke. Anyways, I'm just kind of putting this out there as a quick PSA to show you what this kind of subtle ableism, I guess we will call it, looks like. This is what it looks like in action. These kind of microaggressions that are constantly just oh yeah, they're crazy people. I think that personally, we should normalize associating crazy conspiracy theorists with racists and the far right, which Minuteman typically does a very good job at doing. But let's cut out the psychotic people, because psychotic people are not necessarily conspiracy theorist right-wingers or racists, right? And yeah, so